Okay, we're looking at part 3. This is a sane way to evaluate teachers, and we're looking at a teacher portfolio, a collection of data that a teacher might put together to demonstrate his or her teaching effectiveness. Remember, you identify good teachers, you define good teachers by good teaching. So any focus on teacher evaluation should focus on behaviors and skills, teaching. And this is the third part, and these two and 3, could be combined. But in a portfolio, to demonstrate your effectiveness, you might simply keep a list of the research-based strategies you know and are able to use. This is kind of like an open-ended checklist that we use in authentic assessment. By the way, this is a type of authentic assessment. Oftentimes, what is good and works for students is good and works for teachers as well. You might include a lesson plan that demonstrates your ability to teach to an objective or learning purpose. Just like in a writing portfolio, we ask students to demonstrate an outstanding product. We might have you include an outstanding lesson, an outstanding product. You might include a lesson that demonstrates your ability to teach a skill using elements of effective skills instruction. That is research-based. Rosenshine and Presley said, to teach a skill effectively, here are the elements. So demonstrate that you can teach, that you know how to teach and design a learning experience. Other ideas for things to include in a portfolio to demonstrate your teaching effectiveness? Maybe a curriculum unit. Maybe you've developed it and it demonstrates your ability to plan and create. All right? Good teachers know how to plan. Maybe you want to include creative activities and research-based or theory-based strategies that you use. Here's my example of how I use problem-based learning. Here it is in that curriculum. Maybe you want to demonstrate student learning, include documentation of student products or performances that show students are learning or have learned. Here is an example of my students doing this. And how you demonstrate student learning, it's wide open. Use your imagination. You could actually have videos of students performing something. You could have students' products. You could have students' products at the beginning and end to show differences. Much different than using gain scores, of course. Other things. Maybe you could keep count if you want some numbers, the number and types of research-based strategies you use during a week, and keep a tally. For example, here are thinking skills. I used them in 5 lessons this week. These are the types I used. Maybe you want to keep count of the number and types of differentiation strategies you use. Multi-level. Here's a list. Here's how many times I use them. We know good teachers of reading help children fall in love with books and provide time for students to be engaged in free reading. So if you want to get some metrics, some numbers, you could document the time students are engaged in free reading. I would include here a list of research-based or theory-based strategies along with strategies to create a multi-level differentiated curriculum. I will include that list here and simply document or date when they are taught. And if you want, I'd be happy to send you a list or a menu of sort. I don't want teachers to get the idea, however, that there is one list of strategies, one menu. All right, this is the end of part 3 in a 4-part series on sane ways to document, demonstrate, evaluate, assess, whatever. Good teachers.